All right, welcome back to Ireland fans. This is the halftime show of the Chelsea versus Manchester City game. And I just come straight off the bat when we talk. I was talking to Munchie just now. It hasn't been a game of much chances. City has had dominated possession, but still, nothing really. So let's go to you, Munchie. What are you saying now?
Yeah, as I was telling you, is like we're basically running over Chelsea, but only running over the big toe, and that's not good. We need to run over the whole body and kill them. You know,
Right.
they run over them big toe, they walk away, they limp off, come back, and just come back and knock it one big tick and just kill you. You know, so we don't want that to happen. And, in football that usually happen. The team that dominates a lot, then the other team just come back and just nick one, and then you get a hot 1-0. You check, you check. But
That, that's
so
very
far,
possible.
that DS Laporte combination is keeping Werner and Lukaku at bay very well. So that threat basically is nullified. And in the midfield, like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know if Pep had my midfielders do some real running in this prior to this game to open up their lungs because like Kante can't do nothing.
Right.
Jorginho basically lost. Kovacic
Yeah,
is
you can't touch the ball.
passes. Like they can't breathe. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like as soon as they
That's
touch
true.
the ball, it's like, hey, dish it off one time because they can't take any risk. Bernard Silva has been brilliant, honestly. Like this guy's literally all over the field. Foden, he's just getting the ball and driving. I need to see more from De Bruyne, although he's the only one that's like taking shots at goal, but I need to see more creativity from him. Gabriel Jesus is getting some pretty good crosses, but I need somebody at the end of it. Basically, it's all around good performance per se. I love Cancelo, smooth boss, like this guy. Oh my, best left back in the league. Sorry, that's it.
All right. Best left back. Okay, before I get in more, Suko is saying straight up, City dominating. What's a good battle so far? I think one time, I think possession early in the game was 80-20 in favor of City. Moy, you've had all the ball. We know that this would happen. But how do you break down Chelsea? That's the question. How could you break Chelsea down now and get the victory?
I think we need to utilize these wingers, Grealish and Gabriel Jesus, try to get them the ball quicker to, try to get the 1-on-1 with either Gabriel Jesus on Alonso or Jack Grealish on Aspi over on that side. Because we have
Right.
seen it, Gabriel Jesus, and I think Gabriel Jesus need to try and be a little more direct and try to, take on these players and try to drive fair at least. But I must commend Bernardo Silva. His work rate has been exceptional in the midfield. Rodri has been, playing good. As I say, he's pivotal in this game to cut out the
Right.
pass and even stop that goal kick from, to Lukaku to try and chase down the ball and get each other in the game. I mean, City's dominating possession. I'm very proud of the team, but at the same time, we need to do something quickly because this type of game is where City dominate possession and a team normally nicks one on us. So I think we need to get one in as quickly as possible to try calm, little nerves and put things there.
Okay. All right. Before I come back to your Munchie, O'Neill here is a Chelsea fan. He's saying the game is going exactly how I thought it would go. And he was telling me even after we came out the first show, he was telling me how scared he was because of the City team. But Munchie, let me ask you, in terms of substitutions, personnel, I asked more how the game could be changed. But in terms of personnel, how would you see that second half going? How would you play it out?
That's exactly why I raised my hand. So this kind of game, we need Mahrez. Honestly, this kind of game, honestly need Mahrez. More saying like Gabriel Jesus needs to be more direct. Then he made a point say like we have to move the ball out quicker to them to get that 1-on-1. The perfect person for those 2 points on my made is Mahrez.
Mm.
Honestly. So it's either we like push Gabriel more centrally or we substitute him. But if we push him more centrally, we might have to take out maybe Bernardo Silva per se. There's no way Foden can be subbed, you know, Wonder Boy. So yeah, but yeah, Riyad Mahrez is perfect for this second half. Like I'd say around the 50, 60th minute mark, because you know he will get the ball and literally go at the defenses. He has the shot, he has the trickery. So we need that decisive. Right now we have the creativity to say like nick that 1-2 intricate passes. Okay, we already figure okay, we can get that done. Right now we need that direct driving force at Chelsea.
Right. O'Neil is saying Bernardo Silva work rate is unmatched, and yes, we can sing his praises because it's really necessary and it's really on point. But what I wanted to ask you guys is how can we know? You know, City. This is City perspective because the Chelsea fans in the comments. But if this was, let me put it this way: if Chelsea is going to score, oh, that's just purely on the counter. You don't see Tuchel making any tactical change as he did last week. In fairness to him, to get Chelsea back in this game, get them a foothold in this game.
Well, I mean, I think the game as result perspective is most favorable in his type of way. So I don't think he will, do like a halftime substitute to try and get them back in the game. I think he sees how the game plays out a little more before he decides to make that tactical change. But I see him doing it. I don't think Chelsea is going to be respecting City for the entire game. I think at some point they have to come out because they're looking at this counter attack and trying to get Werner involved. And I think he's going to try to utilize that as much as possible.
So
I think the onus is on City. Sorry, Monchi. I think the onus is on City because having dominated this first half, and we think that that's how the game is going to go. If you don't win, I would say Chelsea will be happier with the point.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Monchi.
yeah, so in terms of the tactical change that Tuchel might make, the only change I see more favorable or most suitable for him is actually taking out Werner, because the day he takes out one of those midfielders in that three, that's when I
Right.
know actually like it's going to be downhill for him. There's no way he can play a two-man midfield right now. So the only
Especially
change
with the work rate.
kind of favorable for him is taking out Werner, because like the reason he started Werner is to use his pace on the counter, because you know City will press and try, but in this first half it's not working. Like he got one little glimpse of it, but you don't know once Ruben Dias is there, there's no fear, you know. So
Yeah, I jumped to because the ball into them. The couple times the ball went into their feet, they're not holding it up well either. So it's just going right back to City.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like that Laporte Diaz wall at the back. In all fairness to them, it's not like their fault why it's they're not holding it up. As soon as the ball is like traveling to these two players, the two centre backs get on them right away. So they actually feel that the presence. So it's like they don't have time to like, try and compose themselves to receive the ball properly. As soon as even before they get it, either Diaz or Laporte is on their back. So they like the little nudge they get actually like put the force back on the ball, make the ball go back towards their goal, So that's what I'm saying. So like it's not working per se. So the only sub I see Tuchel can make that would actually might do a little thing is like taking off Werner and maybe bringing on Havertz or so.
Okay, my last question to you guys before we come off of this stream. Both of you, I think Moy said 3-1, Monchi, you said 2-0. Do you still hold into those predictions? Go ahead, Moy.
Yes, sir.
I'm changing mine to agree with Monchi at the moment.
2-0.
I think, I think the clean sheet is expected now.
All right. And Monchi, 2-0, you still holding 2-0?
Yes. If
where the goals coming from?
Huh?
Where the goals coming from?
Foden and Bernardo Silva.
You agree, Moy?
I think if we make that substitution, for
Right.
Gabriel Jesus, now we haven't scored as yet. I think Mavis comes on and change the game and score. And I see, and I see De Bruyne probably trying to nick one.
Okay. All right. O'Neal is saying Hart 1-0 up to Chelsea from a set piece. It could happen. It'll happen. We'll watch it and we'll see. So, guys, we're going to watch the game again. It's about a couple more minutes before the halftime for the second half starts. Thank you to everyone who joined us for this halftime preview show. And we'll see you again.
Thank you for watching Island Fans. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when there are new videos and updates. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and like us on Facebook. Island Fans, for the passion of the game.